Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're playing today Godus, I think it's called. It's a new indie title. I'm actually going to do a quick review on this. It's kind of a top-down city gamer thing. Basically you get these people, you're their god, and you have to raise them up from the ground. It's kind of like Rius that I did before, but with a different perspective, as you're like just a force, not a thing. And you get these battle requests. You find this totem pole archway thing, and that's like an in-game multiplayer thing, which actually isn't multiplayer, it's just a storyline. And you go through these battles here. You choose how many people you want to take, which really is a strange idea, because you always take the most. There doesn't seem to be any kind of penalty for this. You grow rapidly, and in this one I think it is to have the biggest population. I can't read it properly because I'm doing this all in post and the screen's very small. So basically you clear an area and they will build a house accordingly. So you've got 4 levels of houses I've got at the moment, which is the really small ones you can see here that I'm mousing over now. And then you've got the medium ones, which is this sort of turquoisey roof, and then the green roof, which is 3, and then you get like a castle, which is 4. So on this you can actually shape the world and mine things out with the clicking here. You see clicking the rocks and the trees, which makes them disappear. So you actually get like a mana kind of idea from that, which helps you shape the earth here, because it costs mana to shape the earth. And the more space you can provide, the more houses they'll have. The more houses they have, the more people you have, which means you can build more houses, and then eventually it falls into all-out war. I quite like this game, to be fair. It was relatively cheap. It was about £6-7 in the Steam sale. It's got a very interesting art style, kind of a basic sort of. I don't know how you'd explain it. Everything is very flat. You haven't got your curves in this game, really. Well, in the palm trees you have, but and then the it's very strange. It's very platform, very linear. Although there is no tutorial for this game at the beginning, so this is quite a far way in. I'm about 3 hours in recording this at the moment. And you can see here I'm starting to shape some of the earth back to make some houses, because they respond within a distance. You have to have a house close to another house to be able to build on that plot. And the closer you get, the better it is, really. So I'm building one halfway up this mountain because I want to get to the top up here, which is completely flat. And the purple bubbles which I'm now popping on top of the buildings, those those are like mana things. You can see in the bottom left corner there I have 5,180, now 270. That's how much I can use to spend on things, like shaping the earth, spawning in a champion, which is like a brute kind of thing, which goes around destroying the enemy units and people and buildings and stuff. As you can see here, I'm making another flat position to build another house. If you don't get RSI playing this game, Jesus Christ, you're very unlucky. Very lucky, sorry, because you have to do a hell of a lot of clicking. Sorry, I just punched my microphone there, sorry. Yeah, so the purple bubbles above the houses are mana bubbles. It depends on the house you click to get the bubbles, and they will spawn in every so often. And at the top there you can see that I've got 52 versus the enemy's 40. The enemy is actually kind of an AI, but in the game they try and make it seem like they are real people. As you see, if you want to go back to the beginning, you'll see their names, and there's an actual chat that goes on and a bit of a story behind them, which is very odd because it doesn't actually relate to the game. You've got a girl called Amy there who's terrified of her dad because she's not actually allowed to be online, from as much as I can tell at the moment. It's interesting. An interesting proposition, although this game does actually have a multiplayer aspect to it, which surprised me quite a lot. I presume it would be these game modes. I didn't actually realise that they had these when I first bought it. So I'm flattening out the land here to make more plots. You can see them popping up. Hopefully you can. You can see those numbers, which actually describes the amount of the size of the house, which level it is. You can see there's a person building those up there, which has actually come from those smaller buildings coming up the mountain there, which is hopefully going to be a very good thing. I think that's building a level 2? Level 2. I think it's a level 2 building, hopefully. The time on there is how long it is until they spawn another villager. So basically the first level house is a level 1, which will spawn a villager very fast, in approximately about 30 seconds, one every 30 seconds, but it will not give you mana. Level 2 house, obviously, is small amount of mana, longer waiting time, so about a minute and a half I think it might be. Then level 3 is lots of mana, and very long wait time, so you got the 10-minute wait time there. And then level 4 is about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes I think, and huge amounts of mana very fast, so they will spawn every 30 seconds, so it kind of goes in a loop. It reverses itself as it goes along, which is a very good mechanic. It makes you think about how you're going to build, although it is very simplistic and you pretty much don't need to focus on that too much. You just need the land and they will build and people will come. If you shall build it, they will come. Yeah, so basically this is a very good game. I quite like the art style, and hey, people slamming doors. As you can see there, the flags that go up mean that there's a person ready to leave that house. So, which is pretty darn cool. And there you can see the enemy, who are also building their village on the other side of this hill. And soon enough, I think they've actually already got a building up. I can't tell. I think that's a building. It could be a pile of rocks. Don't know. So you got blue team, which is you, and red team, which is them. In the end of this, I think we have to fight to the death, which is it's very strange fighting, to be honest. This game's pretty cool. I quite like it. I've played it now since I recorded this a lot longer, because I've been having a few problems with Movie Maker, which is the brilliant thing that I export in to make my file sizes smaller. Although the general quality of this video does seem to be lower than I would have expected. Blimmin' heck fraps. Sorry about that. So yeah, as you can see there, the flag went up and I immediately clicked, which sends a person out to then go and build something. And now I've just opened up my options menu for my god powers. So I can put down a totem, which I think I've just put down there actually, which will bring people around, and it kind of gives you a power-up thing. So I bring mine up to the top of the hill. Well, at least I try to. I think I've clicked the wrong thing. Come on, me. I'm better at games than this. Obviously, I haven't got to grips with the game yet. Oh, yeah, it's the God Finger power, which I just completely wasted. Which means you can destroy things. So I'm destroying their first building on top of this hill, so I can get a few more buildings up before them. Currently very close on the 78 versus 77 population for them. Very strong game. This is the first game where I came quite close to losing, surprisingly. I've played a few of these battle types, I guess, and they've already got a castle going. They sprang up pretty darn quickly at this point. They just decided, yep, let's go and attack. They started building rapidly, but for some reason, well, I know the exact reason. It's because I had 2 level 3 buildings up and not many level 1s. Whereas they had quite a few level 1s, and as soon as they got on there, they were spreading like wildfire. As you can see there, I've got a level 1, level 3, and a level 2. And now they've got 3 castles coming up. So I wasn't best impressed with my efforts here. So, I spawned in another guy, and I was using the Godfinger thing, which obviously I can destroy people with my giant finger by squashing them and breaking buildings and stuff, etc. Very interesting. See, I use it again, and I'm actually crushing their people and spamming it on their building as much as I can. So yeah, more buildings popping up. You see those little orbs that are flying into the sky there? Those are the souls of the dead people. You'll see quite a lot of those as the video progresses, because I think a battle is soon to commence as my castle there gets erected. Yes, I did just say erected, you small immature person. Just checking over, trying to get as much mana as possible. Released another villager there. And what's a going on, me? What's a going on? There it is. More mana popping up above the buildings. And I start using the God ability again, which is actually an extremely useful ability. But it doesn't last very long. It costs quite a lot of mana. It's 4,000 mana to use that, and it lasts for about 10 seconds. So you can squish a few people, and possibly a building, if you're very fast. Now, is this the battle that I brought out the champions? I can't remember. Or is this the battle I unlocked two champions? I think this is the one I actually unlocked it on. And I don't think I used it. But I didn't actually know what was going on here, but the battle has actually just commenced. And as you see, all of my people decide they're going to run outside their houses very slowly as the orbs of the dead people and climb the mountain and come and battle on the hill. I had no idea what was going on here, to be honest with you, because of course there's no tutorial in this game, which made it extremely hard for me to understand anything that was going on. So as soon as you start the game, you actually just... oh gosh, that reminds me of Lemmings. So many of them just in one perfect line, following one another into battle until they die. Look at them all. It's horrific. Yeah, there's no tutorial on this game. You're just thrown in, and you're just like, here's people, go fight and build, and then you find the archway, and you're like, oh, what's this? And it's like, oh, this, and then you play all these game modes, and I was just so confused. And there is actually a how to play option, which is a worded version, and just there's a few pictures, and I think there's 3 lines of it, and I was just like, oh, that's extremely useful. So whoever who made this game, because I forgot to find that as well, fix that, put a tutorial in, because I was terrified. Here I actually start healing my people, because if you click them, it gives them more health. So I'm 33 to 42, and they're dropping like flies, they're the enemies. Yeah, the tides change pretty darn quick in this game. It's very easy for the single player battle here. Yeah, it was odd. It's a very odd game mode, this. It's just like, you won, yay! Make biggest cities and kill them when the time's up. And you get these cards. Cards are the main focus of the game. So here we have the humble card. So the enemy has humbled and come to my city. And then you get all these cards, which I kind of just skip through. If they're of use, they are automatically put in like they are there. That actually helps you upgrade to the next era. So you then can play more battles through the archway there. So that big archway with the gold thing above is how you get to these multiplayer battles. So here's my town. Rather a huge town at the moment. I started on a desert island and I've got myself all the way to here. As you can see, I've got a trail of buildings going down to the bottom there. Rather impressive amount of shaping the earth going on here. I think I'm trying to expand this beach to the bottom and see if that'll help me at all. But I don't think it does, because they get very confused, and pathfinding in this game is absolutely horrific. Because you can shape the land, the people very easily just go, there's no stairway here. And you're just like, yes there is, just please just be a little bit more patient. And I make a building there. There's another one going up. Yeah, you can see those flags keep popping up in the mana. It's a very repetitive game. So back in the archway here, and as you can see on the right, there's a chat that just goes on. And if you actually close this, it will stop. And then you can go for like half an hour and come back, and then they resume their conversation conveniently when you're back there. And here is the start of another battle I'm going for. I've maxed out, obviously, here. You can choose to have 2 or 20. Still don't understand what the heck that does. This one actually shows me that this is a gem finding one, isn't it? There's 3 islands on this one. You quickly have to spawn in, take all this. I actually lose this battle, I'm pretty sure, because I've misfocused everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose this. So you've got this battle going on. and you can see up in the top right there is the minefield where you've got to get all your gems. The people with the most gems at the end win. Simple. I didn't really care for this, and I didn't realise what I was doing. So I made the big city, and I was just like, yeah, loads of people, I'll go mining and it'll be great. So I start clearing all the trees for more buildings, and it takes me forever because there should be like a mass clearing system, so you could like just click and drag and everything's cleared. It'll be brilliant. Or at least a smaller like a brush. You can just brush and it's gone. Not just a mouse click. Like an area around the mouse, which you could remove things because it's rather problematic and irritating in the game. So I'm clearing this, and I am doing every single blooming tree that comes my way. And yeah, this is kind of boring. I'm sorry. I even realised this when I'm recording this in post. My voice is in post, and you've got the game footage I recorded a lot earlier. So it's not very well explained, really, this game, but it's kind of easy to get to grips with. You'll fail a few times at the beginning because I killed all my people in my first try. So I start building a natural bridge here by spamming the left click. So straight across, and I need a building to be built so I can get people over there. I can spawn people over there because there's a rather large amount of flat area, which would be fantastic for me to take over. So here you go. You got the named person there, which is actually the person who submitted in the last battle. And they start building a... Oh, punched my microphone again. Building a house there. And as the colour around it, because you can see this area on the right is black and white, and the rest is in colour, that actually gives you your area of influence. So kind of what you can mould. You can mould a little bit around. There's like a grey zone, to be fair, but it's not shown. But you can mould it, and everything's cool. And then I'm trying to actually build a plane here, so I can build another house, which just appeared. So I've clicked for the person to go, and they're going to go build me a house, but so that'll be great. And I expand further across here, quite a lot actually, I think. Was this the one I lost? I remember doing this twice. I can't remember if this is the one I lost. Because I remember building this massive bridge. I was just filling that in because there's no point raising it more when you can get the buildings down already. The reds I just noticed are already on the mine and they're getting their gems. So basically they've already won. Unless I spawned in somebody to kill them, which I can't. So they've got their gems. They've pretty much won this game. Unless I can get more people over there rapidly, which I don't think I do. Let's see. They've actually got a totem up, so that's a place they can be worshipping you, which does something, but I can't really tell what. I think it's kind of a source of where you can bring in champions and stuff, because people go to it and they like kneel down and they're like, oh yay, you're pretty cool, so we'll just do stuff. And then you're like, I want a champion, let's turn you into one. You're a champion now. Awesome. Some of my people are actually over on the gem field now, very slowly. I'm actually clearing space, and I think the reds may steal that, which is kind of a dumb idea, because, yeah, the reds have gone and stolen it already. I bring up my... That's cool, well done me. I brought up my pause menu here. Oh yeah, I left, didn't I? I forgot to stop the recording. So, yeah, this has been Godus, I think. I'll just double check that. Grab up my... Yeah, Godus. Much like Rius. It could be the same company, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you want me to play this some more, just leave it a like and a comment, and I will. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you around. Peace.